Well, now we have a new segment this year. We're calling it our Cool Tech Corner, and it's very cool.
That's right. We're going to our tech expert, Nigel Spratling, to see what he has to show us in our Cool Tech Corner. Nigel, how you doing over there? What do you have for us today?
How cool is it?
Well, actually, it's very cool. We have, here at the show, of course, we have literally thousands of pieces of new, cool technology. And it's very hard to pick out any one as being something that, every person really must see. But there are a few things that I think are small enough to bring on the set and show the audience. And they're things that maybe, a couple of them are fairly obvious. One of them is really not very obvious at all as being a cool thing. You know, those out there that are watching this, that are engineers and have to build systems, one of the problems in today's environment when you're building a system is we're heavily computer-based. Everything we do requires a PC or some sort, an app or whatever. It requires a computer in the system. And we have to have probably 10 or 15 different computers in a system, and often we want one station where we can do it. We know how to do that. We use KVM switches. Unfortunately, KVM switches tend to be very tricky, difficult to wire up, require long cables. Often we have problems with those. There's a company here called Raritan. If you're not familiar with them, Raritan make KVM switches, but they make special KVM switches. I don't know if you can see this. This is very cool. If you're somebody that builds a system, this is a different kind of KVM switch. Here's my monitor, keyboard, mouse connection. Here's a Cat5 connection. I can put this on a very long network run. I got a very nice little piece of software that Raritan supply that allow us to switch from any keyboard in a very large system to many, many computers. This is cool. Trust me, if you've ever built a system, this is cool. Okay, another thing that's very cool, we all talk about surround sound. Most people have never seen one of these because this is very new. People have heard about the Holohpone. Holohpone is an invention that's a single unit with basically 5 microphones in it, very specially, the chambers are very specially machined so that they are give you a perfect surround sound image with just one microphone. The previous Holohpone, or the big Holohpone, I should say, is quite a large device. This is a new product here at the show. Holohpone over in the North Hall have it. It's the mini Holohpone. It looks very strange, like something from Star Trek or outer space. It's cool. You can get 5.1 channels of audio from a one microphone. The actual processor in here can give us out basically a stereo mix out of it. We've got all kinds. It's a tremendous tool for anybody that has to make surround sound work. This is cool. Another thing that's very cool, actually it's the last thing I've got today that's very cool. We've got obviously a nice new JVC HD Pro camera, or Pro HD I should say, 720p 30, lots of nice new small inexpensive cameras here at the show. But here, and it's cool, but here is the cool thing. Anybody out there that wants to do ENGs, use these small cameras and needs a battery powered light, and we all do. Here's something from a company called Xylight. Xylight have this thing, and this is actually, I won't point it at the camera, but this is actually something which is an LED light, and it has variable color temperature. So I can actually turn this light on, and I can turn it on at 53K, I can turn it on at 3200, and I can change from daylight to tungsten. I've also got control over its actual color. I've also got control over its actual intensity. So for people out there trying to match shots and get things, this little LED color light is cool. It's, as I say, it's a tremendous device. I like it very much indeed. I know that anybody out there that shoots on location or ENG shots is going to love this light. It's cool. So I think that's probably enough from Cool Tech Corner for this morning, and we'll get back to you with some more cool stuff tomorrow.
That's great, wow. Nigel.
That is cool.
Where did you find all those cool things? Out on the floor? Or are we using them here in the studio?
Actually, we're not using the Holohpone, much as I hate to say so. Holohpone showed it to us, and I said, well, that is very cool, and I'd like to show it on the show. And the problem with it was simply that we didn't get it in time to be able to use it in our productions. Otherwise, we would have done. As far as this light is concerned, this is actually one of our ENG cameras. We're using this right now. In fact, the ENG crew are really upset with me because I stole it from them to show it to you. The Raritan thing, yes, we are using it here in the studio.
That's cool.
Would you say these are spendy or affordable?
Oh, very, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, when the price of, well, a holophone's not necessarily inexpensive. However, it is unique.
And
You
worth
cannot do this job with something like this. It's totally unique. The Super Bowl was recorded with holophones.
Oh.
The Super Bowl halftime show recorded with holophones.
Cool.
The Emmy Awards, the Grammys for 5.1 sound are recorded with holophones.
Wow.
It's a totally unique product. The large holophone is something that was really a little unwieldy because it's a fairly large device. So for ENG use or whatever, this one's got a camera shoe on it. I can mount this on top of a camera.
Awesome.
And I can take this on an ENG shoot along with my Xylite and all the other things.
Amazing.
And
I'm
you're
good to go.
Awesome.
Well, wonderful. We're going to be bringing you back with more cool stuff if you don't
Good.
mind. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, thanks,
Thank you.
Nigel. Appreciate it.
Nigel is the coolest gizmo geek ever.
He finds a lot of stuff, doesn't he?
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
he knows everything about him in like a split second.
Yeah,
It's amazing.